It's Ray Give TV.
Ray Give TV.
Let's get right to it.
Let's see if we get old 600 up in here. We at 81 people. Let's get it up to 100. Listen, broke ass nigga. You broke ass nigga. The boy Freeway Rick say you was scared to pick the phone up because you owe him some money, man.
Get right.
Check this out, man.
What money you borrowing from Freeway Rick?
Check this out, man. I'm gonna keep it real. When I first started boxing, I was meeting a lot of people, you know, who was interested in boxing. Freeway Rick was one of the first person I met, you know, and he was trying to get his foot wet in the boxing game. He was trying to get some boxers, sign some fighters, and woo. So my boy, white boy Jerry Rosenberg, like, hey, you know Freeway Rick? I heard him, I never met him. Well, yeah, he's trying to get in the boxing game. You know, he might have a couple dollars. I don't know what he got left, but, you know, he might be able to get behind you on something. I'm like, well, shit, whatever. So, you know, he called him to the gym. I took pictures with him and all that. And, you know, we hollered a little bit, told him what my plan was, what I was doing. He was like, all right, you know, he might be able to help me. He like, how much the fight? I said, the fights cost like $1,000, bro. Plus expenses. So, this one, mind you.
Now, what you mean the fights cost $1,000?
So I'm being my own promoter. So I gotta find an opponent. I gotta find somebody to come fight me. You know what I mean? If I pay in America, I might be paying $5,000. But if I go to Mexico, I might be able to find an opponent for $1,000. So, you know, he like, all right, I get behind you on a couple of them. Bam. I've been trying to tell Big U to come with me to Mexico forever. I'm like, bro, let's go to Mexico. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. I'll be out there fighting. Woo. He finally said, let's roll. Bam. I forgot I was supposed to go holler at Freeway. I'm like, you mess with Freeway? He like, yeah, I know what's up with him. I said, I'm about to pick up this bread from him. He gonna help me out a little bit. He like, he just give you the money? I'm like, I mean, you know, he gonna help me out. You know what I'm saying? I pay him back and get a big fight. He like, man, that nigga's a rat, man. You know what I'm saying? He's like, but if he gives out the money,
you told him he was a rat.
But I already knew he was a rat. The big homie from 9-0 already told me before Freeway even got out. Like, hey, man, that nigga's a rat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no justified snitching. Yeah, he told us the police, but that shit ain't justified. He get out right now and walk right past you. I said, okay. I never really cared about it. It was all over the news, big case, LA shit going on, you feel me? It was a rat. I mean, the real Rick Ross, the rapper, he made a song about it. So he testified on 47 people. Made a whole song. But everybody knew about it. But I'm just checking to make sure I'm straight before I go do business with this dude in the boxing world. I asked the other big homie, I'm like, hey, what's up with Freeway, bro? You feel me? They like, hey, you know, he a rap, but is it cool? He was like, nah, man, you straight. He was like, man, the police beat us. Is it cool? He was like, nah, man, you straight. He was like, man, the police beat us up, lie on us, put us in jail, kill us, do all type of stuff. Sometimes I should only get back on them type of motherfuckers. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm just hearing everything because I'm still like listening to some G homies what they be saying. That's just different point of views people are saying. You feel me?
Yeah. Now my point of view was, I never tripped that he told on the police.
Right.
Always defending him. So last week on Vlad, he FaceTimed me.
Yeah.
Because when I was on Vlad, prior Vlad asked me, I said, well, you know, I got a different perspective now because he ain't just telling the police, he told on the connect. Right? So
Right.
Vlad like, what? And I'm like, yeah, he told on the connect. We was running the room and somebody brought the paperwork, right? So, you know, we really wasn't tripping Freeway, but Freeway called me out to this and said, Wack, you supposed to be an exposer. If y'all say you're gonna get the paperwork, you gotta go get it and read it. Right?
Weren't we in a room a long time ago, like a year ago, and some dude gave us the work?
Some dude gave us the work and we danced around it.
We went around it because I'm like, man, Freeway, my guy.
Yeah, I read it because I'm arguing. I'm like, nah, you talking about the police? Like, nah, read this. The police So I'm like, I sent it. Baby, can I use your phone real quick? So I'm going to read it, and then I'm going to later go to the 100 Show Instagram, and I'm going to put the link up in the story so y'all can see where I'm reading this from. R&B. R&B?
It's definitely public.
R&B?
You sent me the actual link too.
Yeah. Can I use your phone real quick? You out?
CIA, Contra Crack, Cocaine Controversy.
Hold on. Let me go ahead on and get this phone. Hold on.
So that was a little bit about my story, how I first met him, and I'm doing my background on him the whole time. You know what I'm saying? And some people say he might be all right to roll with, but some people like, hey, bro, ain't no justified snitching. You know what I'm saying? So, so as far as the money come in, he do look out for me. You got the work?
Okay, here it is. I'm reading it, and I'm gonna put this up on the 100 Show IG in the story. Part 3, the defense case. In the defense case, Ross attorney called Los Angeles Assistant U.S. Attorney Michael Emmerich, the prosecutor in the Big Splendor trial, and elicited testimony about the nature of the case, the extent of Ross' cooperation. Ross' defense, however, focused on the claim of entrapment. Dr. Melvin Book, Ross' former tennis coach, testified that Ross had complained that someone was harassing him to do a drug deal, despite Ross' protest that he was no longer involved in the drug trade, and he had gone straight. James Galapia, a Los Angeles probation officer who had worked with Ross on anti-gang projects, testified that Ross was addicted to the drug business and very vulnerable after his release from jail. Ross' girlfriend, Marilyn Stubblefield, testified that Blandone and his wife had made frequent calls to Ross. Now that's his other people. Now, Ross testified on his own behalf and told of his history in the drug trade. He testified that his business had grown rapidly once Blandone began to supply him cocaine at a lower price. Ross said that he and Blandone became friends as Blandone taught him about the drug trade. Ross testified that he tried to get out of the drug business after his run-in with corrupt officers in Los Angeles, but Blandone kept trying to pull him back in. Ross said that he always did what Blandone wanted him to do because he was Danilo, you know. He was like my guy, my number one person. I wanted to be Danilo. Ross testified that Blandone was still involved in the drug trade after he moved back to Miami, and that both Ross and his partner Ali Newell negotiated drug deals with Blandone there. Ross testified that even after he moved to Cincinnati, this is what Ohio kick in, to get out of the drug business, Blandone kept pulling him back in. After Ross moved back to Los Angeles from Cincinnati, he tried to stay away from drugs and follow his dream of working on a performance theater for youth in his neighborhood, but instead found himself arrested on Ohio charges. Ross said that when he was released from prison in Texas, he was working as a garbage hauler, trying to earn money to pursue his dream of organizing a community theater. But Blandone contacted him and asked him to call Blandone Collect in Nicaragua from a payphone. When Ross called, Blandone told him that Tony had stolen money from Blandone, that Blandone needed Ross to help to earn money back. Ross testified that he repeatedly told Blandone he did not want to be involved in drugs, but he nevertheless maintained contact with Blandone because he wanted to sell Blandone a car. Ross said that he asked about the price of drugs in the tape recording conversation because it was just a habit to ask, although he had no desire or ability to conduct a drug transaction. Ross testified that he was in the palm of Blandone's hand. I was like his puppet. He could pick me up, you know, he could tell me to do almost anything, and I would have done it for him. Ross said that Blandone had asked Ross to kill someone for him before, but Ross had refused because he had a strong feeling about killing people. Ross stated that he had not participated in a negotiation between Chris and Blandone, but had merely been present. Finally, Ross testified he had agreed to do the drug deal with Blandone because Leroy Brown was lending Ross money for his community theater, and he had promised to forgive the loan if Ross introduced him to Blandone. Ross testified that he had never intended to engage in drug dealing until Blandone started calling him. Nigga, that's telling.
Yeah, you can't. It's no way around that. You know what I mean? Like that's clear, black and white. No negotiation, no excuses, no nothing. Dude's a rat. It is what it is. See, I never actually read that. I seen the other one when he testified on the police.
Yeah.
And
remember, I told him, I said, bro, we was running the room, a dude came in there. We immediately thought he was talking about the police.
Right.
We all saw that. He like, nah. I said, bro, you don't know what you're talking about. He said, I'm gonna send it. I started reading it. And I remembered Ohio.
That's why I remembered Ohio, yeah. Because I was like,
remembered Ohio.
Yeah.
But even after the fact, we let it, you know, usually we go to dig it. Right? But we let it go because it was him.
Right.
So, Freeway, come on, man. Come on. You just went on Vlad. Now, Vlad got to run this. Vlad might be about that time again. Vlad has to run this. Why didn't you just, like, maneuver around that question with him? Like, 600. If it's a big old ugly broad that you know you dealt with, and out of nowhere somebody say, oh, I know about Caroline, and you know that's her, you not gonna challenge them to that? He like, you on it like, nigga, all I fuck with is bad bitches. Right. What about Caroline? Oh man, I was just an old friend of mine. You ain't gonna say, what Caroline? Cause you know,
right.
I really was fucking with
man. You know what's crazy? That day we talked on the phone. When I didn't answer my phone, I was training somebody, and I got done. We all got on the phone, and when we mentioned it, he never denied it. That right there was like, whoa. See, when nigga wanted to defend his name, like when nigga brought up the Ohio paperwork, he didn't defend it. He was just like, where you get it from? Remember? So right there, I'm like, oh, he not even saying he never told or made no other statements outside the police stuff. He just want to know where we got it from. He ain't saying, I ain't never told nobody, bro. That ain't me. Where y'all get that, nigga? That's a lie. He ain't say none of that. All he said was, who said that? You remember? And we was trying to figure out the dude name who gave us the work in that room that day. But I'm glad you got it.
Yeah, I mean, look, we wasn't even thinking about it.
Right.
All y'all, you exposers is converting to you been exposed. We still here. The team, sure. Prince, Ghost, and Lavish, me and 600, we still here.
Facts.
But we moving into a marketing and promoting company, bro. Yo, Freeway, you did this to yourself. We didn't. You did this, bro. This wasn't on us.
Yeah, I don't know why he went on there and told me I'm gonna answer the phone because I owe him some money. Like, bro, like, we get our phone, we answer, we can't. We nigga might be doing something. We get back to it. I definitely called him right back. He was the first person. I didn't
call you back. How much money
you
think you owe him?
Bro, it's $800.
Oh, he talking like it was a bag.
I just told you how much the fight cost. Once Big U said don't give that nigga back nothing, he's a rat. We bust that down. I gave Big U 400, I kept 400. We went to the strip club. Big E said he trying to get some wood from the little big Latina with the big titties. He came and asked me for two more hundred. I said, damn, nigga, I just gave you 400. He's like, man, give me 2 more hundred for these. I got 2 of them. So I gave Big E 2 more hundred in the strip club.
This
you know,
when he
strip
got
club in Mexico. In
this
the strip
when
club, they got the
when
room.
he came back and we had to send him to the private clinic where
Right.
he got hurt.
That was
Oh,
damn,
so I
about
didn't
7
know
years
he
ago
was
now.
telling the truth. He said he caught it in Mexico. I'm like, nigga, you ain't been in no Mexico.
I sent you the picture. We all went. Listen, we stopped at Freeway house that morning. We shot out there, went to the weigh-in. Big, you hopped on the scale to the weigh-in. You feel me? Because you know you got the weigh-in is the day before the fight. So that Friday night, the fight is Saturday night.
It's your boy Ray Evan. I'm gone.
So that Friday night when we all went out, did what we do.
Players,
then I went to jail. Leaving the fight.
Hold on. Paris Wim said, Paru and the Crip talking. Bro, you gotta be from out of town.
He's from my town.
Gotta be, bro. Do you not understand Crips and Bloods make music, make money, travel, do business? Nigga, look at the whole death row. Some of y'all either y'all was born in 2010 or you just a L7 for real. Gotta be.
No, they watched the 80s and 90s movies.
Oh.
A lot of our people watched all the 1980s and 90s movies.
Is that what it is?
Believe it or not, when I leave LA, still to this day, they still think we doing what we doing 30 years ago in LA. They still think it's like that. With all the technology, social media, people knowing, they still think we maneuvering in LA.
So
like
they still think
society,
Boys in the Hood is going on.
Colors and Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, well, keep watching. Keep watching, and we gonna keep watching. We doing what we doing. 6, I see you back in Vegas.
You know I'm here, man. Come on, man. I got a meeting in the morning, so I'll come a day early, come to the win. You know, it ain't windy, but we have to win. And I'm just chilling, bro.
Is it me, or has Vegas been seeming kind of dry lately?
It's dry. I mean, it looked dry from the view, right? It's just dry.
Just the strip. When you can go down the strip,
it wasn't no traffic.
No traffic. You know there's something going on.
Yeah, right. Ain't no traffic. Yeah, ain't
Freeway. Listen, for those of y'all, we just came on here to address this. We got a 5 o'clock battle of the sexes with R&B on this channel. But we just came to address this. Freeway. We always fuck with you, but you forced this. Like, you let old Vlad get you in a pickle. Now, I sent the work to Vlad. Vlad ain't responded. That ain't like my brother Vlad. He usually respond with something. So I'm gonna have to give old Vlad a call. Or
well, Freeway his man too, though. Freeway his guy, though.
Either today is family day. You know what I'm saying? But
Freeway is Vlad guy. They buddies. That's his partner.
But Freeway said, if I find the work, Vlad gotta run it.
Oh, we gotta run it.
If I find the work, Vlad gotta run it. For those of y'all who didn't know, WACK100 and Flacco, we got You Been Exposed. Go to the 100 Show, IG, hit the link. Up and coming bloggers, podcasters, artists. You need a little light, you need a little shine. We're doing interviews, posting your links. We're doing all type of stuff for y'all for a small fee. So y'all go check that out.
Go viral overnight.
Go check out the other videos on the channel. Yesterday I made R&B a penitentiary spread live and direct. You know what I'm saying? That thing hit about 68,000 views quick.
That shit went crazy. That's what I was saying. What time? I want to see your ingredients. See, I'm not no penitentiary nigga, so I want to see different people's ingredients.
Oh,
well, y'all be putting the honey. Y'all put the honey in there.
Oh, listen, that's a Wack spread. Trust me.
Oh,
it's there, but you not gonna know it.
Right.
But here goes the twist. The twist is every time you do something, you gotta mix it.
Right.
You can't just throw it all in.
Shout out to WACK100, man. The exposure strike again. Freeway. What y'all think about the content? Be sure to like the video. Go ahead and share the video. Be sure to tell a friend to tell a friend. We got content. But until next time, it's your boy Ray giving them go. God bless. Peace.